First of all, right, can we swear?
on that note, what's darker?
Like, no dancing, no singing, no live music, no fun, fuckers. Anyways, what was the question again?
Happy anniversary!
Hi, my name is Daryl.
Hi, my name is Enya.
Yo, I'm Eugene.
My name is Sheena.
My name is Z.
What was your schedule like pre-band?
I've been teaching, and I have like 3 regular.
I also had 3 regular gigs, and of those regular gigs, I feel like one venue has already closed down. I taught a little bit, and I did events. So I did weddings, corporate functions, emceeing and singing.
I think I was regularly playing at least 6 or 7 gigs a week.
And you were sometimes doing 2 gigs on one night, right?
Yeah, like even 3. I mean, like, early set, late set, and then starting at midnight.
So there will be like 2 to 3 venues that you will go between, right?
Yeah, and I only was able to do that because I let other stuff go.
Okay, so for me, I had 5 regular gigs, and then on an average was like 7 to 10 gigs every week.
I think I was playing like almost 5 nights. I mean, I had like a couple of regulars. One was with you. Yeah, that was quite sad. And then I did like a couple of like events as well over the weekend.
Where were you guys, and what were y'all doing when they first announced the band?
I honestly don't even remember what I did today, but I think I was preparing for my last gig, although I didn't know it at the time. I had a gig on 25th March at Timber Substation, which you can try to find now. A series to promote original music by a female artist in Singapore called Her Story, which has since changed to She Shines. I think we were preparing for the Wednesday, because it was a Tuesday.
I was in between sets at Starker Zhongshan Park. And I remember playing like the second set, and then like in the middle of the set, some people were sending me messages, and then during the break, like we were like gonna cry, and then we went and played the last set.
I was actually also at Starker, but in Jam. I got the announcement on 24th, which was a Tuesday, and it was in effect midnight on 27th, which is I think Friday.
Where was I when the announcement came? I was probably at home, doing nothing.
It's not helping our cause.
My last gig, I think on my birthday, 26 it was on 26, yeah.
What were your first thoughts? I actually was a bit happy. Because when you do a job for so long, you are like, eh.
And also because you didn't take a break for like months on end, right? That's why it was good for you, yeah. Wow, now you ask me, it's been like a year. I honestly have no idea what my first thoughts were. Probably shit or something like that, At the same time, I think maybe similar to what you're thinking, like, I guess we get a break. Because initially I thought, okay, this live music ban or this whole pandemic is going to blow over in like 3 months. Nope.
I was thinking, oh crap, where am I going to get money from?
So what % of your income did you lose when the live music ban happened? I shall go first, 100%.
Wow. I think like close to 100, so 80 at least. 80 at least.
More than 30 for me.
Probably almost 100, 99.
I would say 70 to 80%.
What were some of the sentiments of loved ones and people around you regarding the ban?
I think not much, right? Because everyone was put out of work for a while, right? So everyone was kind of in the same boat. So we were all together like, well, that sucks. I guess it's only after a couple of months, once phase 2 started, and then they found out that we were still not working there. Everyone was like, sucks for you, bro.
Today is March 18. Even this morning, someone asked me, hey, where are your gigs at? Then I'm like, bro, still, you notice that there's no live music? Then like, oh wait, yeah. So people don't realize.
They didn't comment on my choice of career path. It was just more like, oh, how do we make sure we don't drive each other crazy in the same space?
What was your attitude or approach to dealing with the ban for the first 3 months, namely during phase 1?
For me, I focused, I just focus on teaching.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people, musician or not, I was like, oh my god, I gotta establish a routine. I'm quite an active person, so I just continued working out. And then that was not just then, like practicing and stuff like that, and that really kept me going. But that kind of thing is only sustainable if you can see an end in sight.
I was like on Coursera quite a fair bit because I thought, hey man, I want to upskill myself.
I was also apprehensive about going out and getting a job because my parents are over 60, so at that time it's a responsible thing to just stay home, right? Yeah.
I won't lie though, I did consider applying for like swabbing.
But it puts you at a huge risk to
Exactly,
right?
to the people
Which is
you
why-
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely applied for that as well. Yeah. But for me, I guess I spent a lot of time making music. Random music, just random lo-fi beats. Thankfully, right, I'm stuck at home with my brother. And my brother and I, we train together, we train jiu-jitsu together. It gets out all the frustration, like, honestly.
Honestly, like creating stuff helps you channel a lot of that frustration. But for me, I think 2020 was my most productive year in studio in terms of like getting content recorded, like original content. Yeah, and Z and I
Exactly.
actually worked on something together, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, remotely.
How and when did you realize that this was going to go on for a long time and you had to start seeking alternatives? Last week.
So, what?
Last week. Last week. Last week they realized it lasts for long.
Oh, my lessons had to shift online, of course, because I teach voice, and that was the most illegal instrument of all. So I had no choice but to go onto Zoom. I hated it. I still hate it. But it did open our minds, all of us, I think. My friend Tammy, who you might know, I think you pretty sure you know her. She wrote a little manual about teaching on Zoom. I think you helped her, didn't you?
Nice.
Yeah.
Remotely, right?
I went to I
She was
attended
in-
the training session.
Right. And then I realized in July that even though lessons, like music lessons were allowed again, voice lessons were not allowed. And I feel like with phase 2, everybody seemed to mostly get back to normal. We could go out again. We could see people outside our household again. I think it's better to just take it one day at a time.
Phase 2, I realized already because
Yeah.
phase 2 almost everything came back.
Every time there was a phase announcement, that was when I would like have my little meltdown.
I think probably about a month into it, I started looking for alternative income because I get bored super easily. But thankfully, they were all music related. I still don't expect it to last a few more weeks. And I'm very surprised with how long it's lasted.
What are some of the jobs that other musicians or yourself have started doing?
Grab,
Plant shop, yoga,
a physical trainer.
Walking dogs.
F&B stuff. When did live streaming online teaching become a thing?
I mean, as soon as the band started, the band started, immediately.
My first live stream gig was for My Republic back in May, actually. And then there was
2020.
nothing until November. So they got on it pretty fast, My Republic, yeah.
I did my very first live stream at Geylang Serai CC on 12th of May last year. I don't know why I remember this so accurately, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first was also Geylang Serai. I can't remember. Phase 1, I think. During phase 1.
Phase 1.
During phase 1, yeah. I remember like driving out for it, and then like that's barely allowed lah.
Probably somewhere around May as well. Yeah. Can't remember for which company. I think it was My Guitar Shop.
Yeah,
or
it
The
seems,
Guitar Shop,
but
something like
like just to say right, it seems like oh we jumped on it, but there are few and far between, man. Like so few.
Yeah.
I feel like Geylang Serai CC has been pretty regular with calling people
Yeah.
back. They do have their own roster though. As far as teaching online goes, I started doing that in April. Yeah, because that was, you know,
Teaching
phase
was
Straight
one
away,
of
yeah.
years. I think because people see education as like something that has to go on.
or maybe they're just really bored and they have nothing to do.
Also, that's something that parents can get on because they're
Yes.
like, I just sit at home and.
Yes.
Tech question: how easy or difficult was it to start teaching or streaming from home? There were people like Z and Ching who made very, very high quality videos helping people set up their live streams. So we have to give them a shout out. Woo!
Yay.
And people like Tammy and all that who like really put in the effort to do that. I just want to give them a shout out.
I think for me, when it started, it was the latency issue. You know, especially when you like get students to practice with a song, and then the connection. So it started. It was quite frustrating at first.
So is it less latent now or is it still the same latency but you're used to
It
it?
depends on the connection though. Like I have students who tell me like, oh, everything's good, they can hear me clearly, and then some students will say, I can't hear you or when you're lagging.
I think you have to like be less ambitious with the amount of content that you plan to accomplish, especially if they're young learners. It's like you really have to
Attention.
ramp up your animated
Yeah,
level.
exactly.
Oh, is it?
Yes, like
It can't replace like face to face. But I gotta say, like some people have it tougher. I've taught some different instruments. Like piano is okay, bass is okay, theory is very easy. It's very easy. Drums is almost impossible because Zoom is optimized for talking, not for instruments. When you play instruments, it starts to warp, and like even there's some settings you can fiddle with. So for me, that's like even worse than latency issues. You don't hear the nuances, so it becomes like we are teaching a science, but that's not what it is. We're supposed to try and teach culture and art,
Okay, I got a special question for you. Can you, in a few sentences, explain the signal flow and gear required?
Okay, so here are the important things that you need.
Sound
She says, can you make it sound tough? So it makes our job sound harder. So first of all, you gotta get yourself some really, really good lights. We got one ring light behind here. We got another panel light right in front of us and one more LED light over there. Camera-wise, if you want to use like a mirrorless camera, like the one that I'm pointing at right now, yeah, that works as well, but it's gonna cost quite a bit. And then you need like a capture card, which it costs another like $150. Audio-wise, right, dude, just buy a mixer that is a USB interface as well. Get one ring light, you can buy them at Ang Mo Kio Hub. Use your webcam and buy a cheap mixer.
What's happening on the laptop?
Yeah, see, she's asking me like what's happening under the hood of my computer, right? Honestly, right, my shit is a little bit overkill. If you are just like starting out, right, honestly, just go with the simplest thing. Shout out to Cheng. Cheng's video helped me a lot.
Hopping off that, let's talk about gear.
To start to live stream costs about maybe 1,500. I didn't have Logic before that. I didn't have an audio interface before that, so I had to spend on that too. Yeah, and if you are a gigging musician, you might not even need one to survive.
For your drum setup at home or whatever.
And additional iPad, I had a sponsor lah. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have this friend, his name is Z, so I just go to his house.
It was not during CV. I did buy a new camera. I bought a new lens as well. Total, about 1,000.
Goods and bads of live streaming. So for example, when we live stream, there's always a lag time. So it is something that takes a while to get used to also.
And the good thing is you and the comfort of your own home. If you're doing it in your own home, you don't have to travel out, so it's convenient, right?
That and your audience can be global also. You're not
that's true,
restricted to a local audience.
Yeah, but of course you do miss like the interaction with the crowd, of course.
Sure,
yeah,
112%.
I think the other thing also, if you're like, especially
Free
if you're
drinks.
doing a paid gig, yeah. What if your laptop dies? What are some of the good things that came out this year? Who wants to start first? Okay, Z, you're a very positive person.
I guess some of the good things, I learned a lot of new skills. I got to hang out with a lot of my friends. Like, we wouldn't be hanging out as much, right, if this didn't happen. So that's one of the positive things, you know?
Because we work at night.
Yeah, we work at night. That's one of the main positives. Stop it, lah.
I think for me, I get to spend more time with family, and like I got to know Eugene and Enya.
So I started a new job. I deepened my practice as a yogi, as a practitioner and a teacher, and I think this is something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't have had the time to do. So I'm sure like other people have also found some other passion that may or may not be sort of monetized, but the fact is you find some passion back in your life, even music.
Yeah. I guess for me it was the plant shop, which I was thinking about doing even before COVID.
Definitely agree with Z and Daryl about micro-community. Well, I think of them as micro-communities. I realized who really supported me in terms of teaching. I was offered a couple of teaching opportunities that I wouldn't otherwise have come my way.
What percentage of music-related work has returned compared to pre-ban times? I'm around like 10 to 20% back.
20.
I think like teaching has really
Helped, right?
boosted me. Yeah.
50, 60?
Oh, that's quite a lot. Positive.
When do you think live music will get back to normal?
Next month.
December of this year.
Yeah, probably the end of this year.
No expectations.
Do you think or want your schedule to go back to pre-COVID times?
Yeah, I miss gigging. Who doesn't?
Yeah, man, like almost every musician becomes a musician because you like performing.
Yeah, same. I hope everything goes back to normal, but I definitely will make a lot of changes because this period has helped me realize what I want to do and what I don't want to do.
So in other words, you all will keep some of your pivoted work, right? For you hope. I hope we have some like live streams that continue actually. What's the first live act that you all want to watch?
Us performing together.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to watch Shaggy's lah.
I just want to go and walk through Clarke Quay and like look at it alive again.
That's right. That's right. I just want to go to a 50,000 people festival, not catch COVID.
Actually, I have something to ask the dads in the room. Did you guys like worry a lot? I think you were going to become a dad, right?
Yes.
At that time?
I think I was. My wife was happy, and I was happy too that I get to spend more time with her and with the baby?
I wouldn't say I was worried because this might sound damn cocky, but I always felt like I have a good amount of confidence that I can get shit together. So I was never really worried about it. I was just damn sian. What am I supposed to do at home all day, you know?
It's true, yeah. Because a job is not just about, I mean, of course, it's primarily about income, but then it's also about a lot of other things as well. Yeah.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Sheena Hong's channel. She puts out great plant content. She also puts out a lot of great music content. I don't know whether you all saw the last one. What a heartbreaker.
I know, I actually cried.
Bye, guys.
Alright, peace out.
No, you don't need a lawyer for this video. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, okay? Okay. Okay, never mind.